Now let us see, based on angle sum property, we have the exercise in our textbook. Okay. So now let us see some problems in exercise. Okay. So that is exercise 6.3. So it is given, find the value of the unknown x in the following diagrams. Okay. They gave some diagrams. In that we want to find out the value of x. Okay. So first sum it is given. See, this is the diagram. Triangle. So in this A, B, C, we have the angle A as x, we want to find out, and angle B as 50 degree and angle C as 60 degree. Okay, you all know children, so to find out the angle sum property. So what is the angle sum property? The total measure of the angles of a triangle. The total measure of the angles of a triangle. See, here we have three angles of a triangle. So the total measure of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Is it right, children? Okay. So based on that angle sum property, let us find out the value of x here. Okay. So here we know by angle sum property, the sum of all three angles equals to 180 degree. So the first angle is x. And the second angle is 50 degree, and plus the third angle is 60 degree. The sum of these three angles equals to 180 degree. Okay, we did an activity also based on this. Okay, that is, we get the sum of these three angles, we get 180 degree. Don't forget this, okay, children? Okay, so x plus this 50 plus 60. So what is the sum of 15 plus 60? 15 plus 60, 110. 110 is equals to 180 degree. So x is equals to 180 degree minus 110 degree. So this 110 is transposing from LHS to RHS. Now x is equals to 70 degree. Okay, the value of x we found out here. The value of x is 70 degree. Okay, now let us move on to the another sum. Okay, see here it is given one more sum. All the three angles. Okay, all the three angles. See, this angle has x, and this angle also x, and this angle also x. So all the three angles we are getting it as x. Okay, so here also we can add. Okay, by adding these three angles, that is equals to 180 degree. The total measure of the angles of a triangle is equals to 180 degree. Don't confuse them. Here we don't have any measure of angles, but we have x here. Okay, so we should add these three x. Okay, so x plus x plus x. Okay, so x plus x plus x, we added three angles of a triangle. That is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so 3x equals to 180 degree. Why? So x plus x, 3x we can add x. Okay, so 3x equals to 180 degree. Now we are transposing this 3 to RHS. So here 3 is a multiplication form. So this multiplication form of 3 is transposing to RHS as divisible form. Okay, so 180 degree by 3. So here 3 1s are 3, 3 6 are 18. Is it right, children? 3 6 are 18 and 0 is there. We are writing 0 here. This is the easy way of divisible method. It is cancellation method. Okay, so we should learn by this easy way cancellation method. So now the value of x is 60 degree. Okay, now the value of x is 60 degree. Understood, children? Okay, now let us move on to the another sum it is given. Okay, if it is given 2x also, 2x plus that value, we should find out the value of x from that. Okay, and another sum it is given. See here. See here, one angle is given as x, another angle is 2x, and another one is, it is understood, 90 degree. Here also here also we can cancelize this. Okay. See, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9 and 0. Okay, we are writing 0 as the test. So x equals to 30 degrees. So what is the value of x? 30 degree. Okay, understood children how to find out. Okay, in this exercise we have the second name. So find the values of the unknowns x and y. Here we have only one variable, only x. In the other, they gave x and y. We want to find out the value of x and y both. Okay, see. Find the value of x and y. See, let us take one example. First one. So exercise sum. First one. Okay. So this is the question. It is given x, y, and here 50 degree, and this is the angle 120 degree. Okay. Here you know the properties of the triangles. Okay. So this is based on the exterior angle property. Okay. See, 120 degree. So here we want to find out the value x first. Okay. So how we should take exterior angle equals to. So what is exterior angle property? Exterior angle equals to the sum of the interior opposite angles. Okay. From that we found the value of x. After we should find out by the angles of property the value of y. Okay. So here see by exterior angle property first. Okay. Exterior angle property. Okay, by exterior angle property, see 120 degree, which is exterior angle. 120 degree equals to the sum of the interior opposite angles, that is x plus 50 degree. X plus 50 degree. Okay, so now we should change this and write x plus 50 degree equals to, and that is 120 degree. Okay, we are interchanging the LHS and RHS. Why? Because variable should be in LHS side. Okay, so now we are transposing 50 to RHS. So x is equal to 120 degree minus 50 degree. So x is equal to 120 minus 50, 70 degree. Okay, 120 minus 50, 70 degree. Is it right, children? Okay. So then we found out the value of y. Then we want to find out y. Okay. So here by angle sum property next. By angle sum property. By angle sum property. What is angle sum property? The sum of the angles of a triangle equals to 180 degree. So here we want to add these all. See x plus y plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. See x plus y plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. See x value we found out already. Is that right, children? So x is 70 degree plus y plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. Okay. So here we want to add these angles. Okay. 70 plus 50, 120 degree. So y plus 120 degree equals to 180 degree. Now let us transpose this 120 degree to 180 RHS. So y equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So y is equals to 180 minus 120, 60 degree. Okay. So we found out the value of x and y. Okay. Now we understood, children. First we should find out by the exterior angle theorem here. Okay. So then we found out by the angles of property the value of y. Okay. And then let us see the angular sum here. Okay. So all the sums are different by taking the properties of triangles. Okay. See the second sum that is given. See. So this is the triangle given. See 80 degree and this is y. X and 50 degree. So here also we want to find out the value of x and y. See here we don't have the exterior angle, but we have this angle here. See, recount by vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Okay. So from that, and then we are using by angle sum property. By angle sum property. By angle sum property. What is angle sum property here? The sum of three angles equals to 180 degree. So y plus x plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. Okay. So here the value of y is 80 degree plus x plus 50 degree equals to 180 degree. Now x plus 80 plus 50, 130 degree. That is equals to 180 degree. So x equals to, we are transposing 130 to RHS side. So 180 degree minus 130 degree. That is x is equals to 180 minus 130, 50 degree. Okay. So the value of y is 80 degree and the value of x is 50 degree. Okay. Understood, children? Okay. See, based on that we have all the problems. Okay. Let us see one more problem. It is given, the last one. Triangle is given like this. Okay. See here we have y and here x. So in all the out angles are x is given. Okay. So we want to find out the value of x and y. Okay. Before we saw all the problems, there is an angle. Any angle it is given. So here there is no angles are given. Okay. So here we want to find out the value of x and y. So here it is the opposite, that is vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay. So x equals to y. So x equals to y. So by vertically opposite angles. Okay. So here we have the vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay. So here by angle sum property, by angle sum property, we want to add these. Okay. So x plus y. See, x plus y equals to 180 degree. So here 2x plus this y we can rewrite it as x again. Okay. So x again. So 180 degree. So 2x plus x we can write it as 3x equals to 180 degree. So x equals to, this 3 is transposing to RHS side by divisible form. Okay, by 3. So x equals to, by the cancellation method, 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 80 and 0 as it is. So x equals to 60 degree. Okay, so x equals to 60 degree. Okay, then we found out the y. Okay, x equals to 60 degree means, so x equals to y. So y is also 60 degree. Okay, therefore x equals to y equals to 60 degree. Understood, children? Okay. Hello, children. We saw in our last class that is triangle and its properties chapter. Okay, we saw the properties of triangles, that is based on exterior angle property and angle sum property. Based on that, we saw some example sums and exercise problems also. Okay. Now let us move on to the another topic, that is two special triangles. Okay. Two special triangles. What is our topic? Two special triangles. So what are the two special triangles? Okay. Now let us see based on the sides. So based on sides we have three classification of triangles. What are those? One is equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle and scalene triangle. In this, scalene is different from the other two triangles. Okay. So scalene triangle is having the sides are different. Okay. Different measurements. Okay. All the three sides are having different measurements. Okay. But the other two triangles, one is equilateral triangle. So in equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal and all the angles are also correct your spellings while writing the words in the mathematics. Okay. So first special triangle. What is a special triangle? Here first special triangle, equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. EQUILA. Equilateral. LATE or AL. Equilateral triangle. Okay. Equilateral triangle. And then another one is isosceles triangle. Okay. Isosceles. Okay. CELES. Isosceles triangle. Okay. So most of the people they left S or C here in this word. Okay. So keep it in your mind. The spelling is very important here. Okay. Isosceles triangle. Okay. So these two triangles are special triangles. Okay. So in equilateral triangle, see, let us see. This is an equilateral triangle. I am drawing a rough figure here. Okay. See here, you should take a scale and measure a side that is, it's also 5 centimeter and this also 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. See, A, B, C is a triangle. Here you should take all the sides of measures are 5 centimeter. See, AB is also 5 centimeter and BC is also 5 centimeter and C is also 5 centimeter. So this we can say it is an equilateral triangle. So in equilateral triangle, the first condition is all the sides are in same length. Okay, all the sides are in same length. Okay, all the sides are in same length. Okay, and then another condition. This is first condition, and another condition is in an equilateral triangle. Okay, so A, B, C. In an equilateral triangle A, B, C, all the sides are equal and all the angles are measures 60 degree. All the angles are measures 60 degree. Okay, so these two are the conditions for equilateral triangle. See, what is the second condition? Each angle measures 60 degree. Each angle measures 60 degree. Okay, understood children? So what is the equilateral triangle here? First, the two special triangles. What are the two special triangles? One is equilateral triangle and another one is isosceles triangle. In equilateral triangle, two conditions are there. One is all the sides are in same length, and another condition is each angle measures in an equilateral triangle is 60 degree. Okay, so then move on to the second special triangle, that is isosceles triangle. Okay, so isosceles triangle, here also we have the two conditions. Okay, see, isosceles triangle, the two sides are on a triangle are equal. So here we are taking D, E, F. Okay, in a triangle DEF, two sides are equal. Any two sides. Okay, we can say these two sides are equal. Okay, so here it is showing, it's clearly that these two sides are equal. Okay, or otherwise. Okay, we are drawing like this. So these two sides are also equal. Okay, so any two sides of a triangle is equal. Any two sides of a triangle measures in same length. Okay, that is the first condition of the isosceles triangle. Okay, these two sides are equal. Okay, and let us go on to the another condition. Okay, so what is the another condition? So two sides are equal means the corresponding angles are also equal, opposite angles. Okay, these two sides are equal means the angle opposite to this side is equal and angle opposite to this side is equal. Okay, now these two sides are equal means angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Okay, so these two sides are equal. We know the first by the first condition. Okay, and the second condition is angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Equal sides we know. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay. So here we have these two sides are equal. So we can say opposite sides this one. Okay. E and F are opposite sides of the equal sides. But here, see these two sides are equal. So these two angles. Okay. So the opposite angles are equal. Okay. Understood, children? Okay. So see what are the first two conditions? The first condition is any two sides of a triangle measures in same length. Triangle measures in same length. Okay, any two sides of a triangle measures in same length. Okay, and then second one. Okay, the angle opposite to angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, so these are the two conditions for isosceles triangle. Okay, so here in your textbook it is given base angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So base angles means that is not only a base angles. So these two sides are equal means this is a base angles. Okay, so these two sides are equal means this is a base angles E and F. So I told already we are taking these two sides are equal means okay, these two are base angles for this triangle. Okay, that is angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, children. Okay. Now move on to the another topic. So based on this, let us see one example. Okay. See, it is given in your textbook. Try this. Okay, in that we have so many problems. You try it in your rough notebooks. Okay. So let us see one example. See, it is given a triangle like this. Okay. So these two sides are equal. It is given. I told you any two sides of a triangle is equal. Okay. So it is given. This is 40 degree. Okay. So we want to find out this x. Here it is given x. Okay, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now these two sides are equal means which is base angle? Which is base angles? These two angles are base angles. Understood, children? So now these two angles are equal means see this angle is x. Now this also x. Okay, so this angle is x means this also x. Base angles are equal. So one angle is x degree means this also x degree. How we want to find out by angles of property? Okay. So we know this also x and this also x and this angle is 40 degree. It is given. By angles of property, x plus 40 degree equals to 180 degree. X plus 40 degree equals to 180 degree. Now x plus x 2x plus 40 degree equals to 180 degree. Now transposing 40 degree to RHS side. 180 minus 40 degree. Now 2x equals to 180 minus 40 degree 140 degree. So x is equals to 140 degree by this 2 is transposing to RHS side. So x is equals to, so 2 ones are 2, 2 sevens are 14, 0. Okay, so x is equals to 70 degree. Okay, now let us cross check it is correct or not. Okay, so here we have x equals to 70 degree. Okay, we found out. But here x equals to 70 degree means here also 70 degree. Why? Means base angles are equal. So this also 70 degree. Now we get the sum of these three angles of 140 we get 180 degree. Now see, the sum of these three angles of the triangle is 180 degree means, okay, our assumption is correct. The sum of the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, understood children? Okay. Now let us move on to the another topic. Okay, what is the another topic? Sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. Okay. Sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. Okay, here we saw sum of the lengths. Okay, or otherwise another property is difference of the lengths. Difference of the lengths. Okay, so sum of the lengths of your two sides of a triangle or difference of the lengths of the two sides of a triangle. So this is the another properties of a triangle. It is given. Okay, so another properties of the triangle based on the lengths of a triangle. Okay, that is properties of based on properties of triangle based on the length. Okay, lengths of the triangle based on the lengths of the triangle. The first one is sum. Okay, and the second one is difference. Okay, so the first one is sum. What is that property? What is that property? The sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. The sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle, okay, is greater than the third side. Is greater than the third side. Okay, see, the sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, let us check first. Okay, example. So we are taking this triangle. Okay, see AB, C. Okay, in a triangle ABC, the first property, sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. We are taking any two sides of this triangle. Okay, that is AB plus AC. We are taking that. Okay, AB plus AC, which is greater than BC, which is greater than BC. Okay, sum of the lengths of the two sides of a triangle is greater than BC. Okay, or otherwise I am taking these two sides. Okay, sum of the two sides of a triangle is greater than this side. Or otherwise we can take AB and BC. See, AB plus BC, which is greater than AC. Okay, AB plus BC, we are adding these two sides, which is greater than AC. Okay, or otherwise we can take these two sides. Okay, BC plus CA, BC plus CA, which is greater than AB. Okay, these three conditions are applied by the sum of the two sides of a triangle. So what is the first property of triangle based on the length? First one is sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Is greater than the third side. Okay. So based on that, we can say that is a triangle or not. Okay. okay, which is less than AC. As the same, this also BC minus CD, which is less than AB. Okay, so here we can take any example here. Okay, it is given in your textbook. Let us take. See, one is example 3. It is given. Is there a triangle whose sides have length 10.2 centimeter? Okay, 10.2 centimeter and 5.8 centimeter and 4.5 centimeter. Okay, see here we have the measurements like this: 10.2 centimeter, 5.8 centimeter and 4.5 centimeter. Okay, so let us check this. Okay, we are adding two sides of a triangle. That is, we take first AB plus AC. See, AB plus AC, that is 5.8 plus 4.5. Okay, 5.8 plus 4.5, that is equals to how much? 5.8 plus 4.5. 10.3. Okay, you should add. Okay, add and check if my answer is correct or not. See, 10.3 is greater than 10.2. That is, we are adding the sum of two sides of a triangle, which is greater than the third side. Is it right, children? It is greater than the 10.2 centimeter. Okay, now let us check another one. AB plus BC. AB plus BC. See, AB plus BC, this one. Okay, 5.8 plus 10.2. Okay, 5.8 plus 10.2, which is equals to 5.8 plus 10.2. 5.8 plus 10.2, 10, 15, 11, 16. Okay, 16 centimeter, which is greater than 4.5 centimeter. Which is greater than 4.5 centimeter. Okay, so as the same, this also. Okay, 10.2 plus 4.5. 10.2 plus 4.5. Which is equals to 10.2 plus 4.5. 14.7, which is greater than 5.8. Okay, so now we can say that is the sum of the lengths of two sides of a triangle. The sum of lengths of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. Okay, and then we move on to the difference. Okay, so AB minus AC. Okay, AB minus AC. See, AB minus AC. AB minus AC, we have 5.8 minus 4.5. Okay, that is 5.8 minus 4.5. That is equals to, we are getting the difference. So 5.8 minus 4.5, 1.3, which is less than 10.2. Which is less than 10.2. Okay, as the same here also, we can get as the same. So AB minus BC, that is 5.8 minus 10.2. Here we are getting the value which is in minus. Okay, so the value is in minus means which is less than the third side. Is that right, children? So here also 10.2 minus 4.5. Okay, here also we are getting the value which is less than the 5.8. Okay, so here from this we can say the difference of the lengths of two sides of a triangle which is less than the third side. Okay, so these two are the properties based on the lengths of a triangle. Okay, so based on that, let us see one exercise problem in this. Okay, you should do your own in your rough notebooks. Okay, other sums, and I send you the notes through WhatsApp. You should cross check with your answers. Okay, children. Okay, I will do one sum in the exercise problem. Okay, that is in exercise 6.4. Fourth sum I will do here. Okay. So exercise 6.4. Okay, in that fourth sum it is given ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Is AB plus BC plus greater than AC plus BD. We should prove this. Okay. So it is a quadrilateral. It is given. AB and CD. Okay, AB and CD. It is a quadrilateral. It is given. So here we want to prove the sides, the sum of the sides of a quadrilateral. AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Okay, which is greater than the diagonals. Okay, which is greater than the diagonals of the quadrilateral AC plus BD. Okay, so we want to prove this. How we want to prove? Okay, see, we should take the triangles. Okay, see, we should take first A, B, C triangle. Okay, so how many triangles we want to take in this to prove that given? Okay, so we should take first A, B, C triangle. ABC, first triangle. Okay, the other triangle is triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. And then we want to take BCD. Okay, triangle BCD. Okay, and then DAB. Triangle DAB. So these four triangles we should take. See, triangle ABC is first triangle, and triangle ADC is second triangle, and triangle BCD is third triangle, and triangle DAB is fourth triangle. Okay, we should take like that. So in this fourth triangle, okay, solution. See, first in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC. Okay, in triangle ABC we can say that is AB plus BC, which is greater than AC. AB plus BC, which is greater than AC. Okay, see, the adjacent sides are adjacent side and opposite side. We have the sum of the adjacent side and opposite side, which is greater than the hypotenuse. Okay, in a right angle or in a triangle. Okay, here we should take by the property of the sum of the lengths of the two sides of a triangle, which is always greater than the third side. Based on that property, let us see here AB plus BC, which is greater than AC. Okay, so AB plus BC, which is greater than AC. This is equation number 1. Based on the properties of the sum of the lengths of the two sides of a triangle, which is greater than the third side. Okay, so next we should consider the second triangle. In triangle, which is where ABC, which is the second triangle ADC. In this, see, in ADC, in triangle ADC, AD plus BC, which is greater than AC. Okay, AD plus BC, which is greater than AC. This is equation number 2. Okay, this is equation number 2. Then we should consider the third triangle. In triangle BCD. Okay, in triangle BCD, see, BCD. In this triangle BC plus CD, which is greater than BD. That is BC plus CD, which is greater than BD. Okay, this is equation number 3. Okay, now let us take another triangle DAB. Okay, in triangle DAB. In triangle DAB, okay, see, DAB. So AD plus AB. See here, we took AD now. So we should take the same. DA or AD, both are same. So we should take AD plus AB, which is greater than BD. This is equation number 4. Okay, so now we are adding these 4 equations. Now we are adding these 4 equations. Okay, adding 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, adding 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, first we should add the LHS of the equations. Okay, so this is not an equation. I am saying equations. Okay, so this is not an equation. If there is an equal sign, it is an equation. Here it is not an equation. So for LHS side, we should consider first. Okay, so here AB plus BC. That is AB plus BC. And then the second equation, second one, AD the third one, BC plus CD. BC plus CD. And the fourth one, AD plus AB. Plus AD plus AB. AD plus AB. These are all less than the right hand sides. What are the right hand sides? AC plus AC plus BD plus BD. Okay, so see once again we cross check. AB plus BC and AD plus BC plus BC plus AD CD and AD plus AB, and right hand sides AC plus AC plus BD plus BD. Okay, and let us check whatever comes twice here. Okay, see AB. See again it's come AB here. So we can write it as 2AB. Okay, and then the second one BC. BC also comes twice. So 2BC. Okay, and AD. So AD also comes again. So plus 2AD and plus BC also comes. See BC and CD both are same. See BC and CD we have same. So here we want to prove here we have CD no. So we should write this as also CD here. Plus 2 into CD plus, that's all, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Okay, we have twice of the 4 sides, which is greater than. Here we also have AC twice. So 2AC plus BD also twice. So 2BD. Okay, so here all we have 2 is common. So we can take commonly 2 outside. So AB plus BC plus AD plus CD. Okay, which is always greater than 2 into AC plus BD. Okay, so now see this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So now we have AB plus BC plus AD plus CD. Okay, which is greater than AC plus BD. Okay, AC plus BD. Okay, so hence we prove. See, AB plus BC plus CD plus DA is greater than AC plus BD. So hence proved. Okay, so now are you clear in the property? Are you clear, children? Okay, that is the properties of the length of sum of the two sides of a triangle based on the lengths of the triangle. Okay, children. Okay, now let us move on to the another topic. Okay, that is Pythagoras property. Okay, based on the right angle triangle. Okay. See, based on the right angle triangle, let us see the Pythagoras property. Okay, Pythagoras property is always applied in the only in the right angle triangle. Okay, so in olden days, that is a Greek mathematician Pythagoras, a Greek mathematician. He is a philosopher also. He gave the Pythagoras property. In olden days, that is in 6th century. It is a Baudhayan Sutras. Okay, from Baudhayan Sutras, it came nowadays as Pythagoras property. Okay, see Pythagoras. See Pythagoras property. Okay, it's only applied to the right angle triangle. You know what is right angle triangle? One angle of a triangle which is equals to 90 degree. That we can say is a right angle triangle. Okay, so this Pythagoras properties comes under Baudhayan theorem. Baudhayan Sutras. Okay, Baudhayan Sutras. From this only we are getting Pythagoras property. Okay, see what is Pythagoras property? In a right angle triangle, the sum of the square of the hypotenuse equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, see this is a right angle triangle. See A, B, in a triangle ABC is right angled at B. In a triangle ABC, it is right angled at B. So right angle at B means angle B equals to 90 degree. Angle B equals to 90 degree. Okay. So angle B equals to 90 degree means we can say this is a right angle triangle. So here by the Pythagoras property, we can say in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. That is equals to the square of the adjacent plus the square of the opposite side. That is AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Okay, children. See, that is, we can write the statement now. In a right angled triangle. In a right angled triangle. In a right angled triangle. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse. The square of the hypotenuse. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to. See, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the squares of the sum of the other two sides. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, see here it is given in your textbook, that is the sum of these that is the right in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, children, see here this proof of this property is given in your higher classes. Okay, let us learn about only the property of Pythagoras. Okay, so based on that, let us see about the sums here. Okay, once again let us see what is the Pythagoras property. Okay, that is in a right angle triangle. So this is a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the other two sides. In your textbook it is given legs. Okay, legs it is given. So what is mean by legs here? The other two sides we can say it is a legs. Okay, the other two sides we can say it is a legs. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the other two sides. You can write like this only. I will send you the notes also like this only through WhatsApp. Okay, don't write legs. Okay, which is given in your textbook. So legs means sides. Okay, don't write legs. Write sides of the other two sides in the triangle. Okay, children, understood? See once again, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, children. Okay. See the sum of the squares. Let us see one example here. Okay. And then it is given to you. See, it is a right angle triangle. Okay, it is a right angle triangle. Here, see, this is A, and this is B, and this is C. Okay, the sides of this triangle. Okay, the square of the hypotenuse, that is A square. The square of the hypotenuse, which is equals to B square plus C square. The square of the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay, here we can take the area. B square means this is area. The square of the side B, the square of side B, and the square of side C. The square of side C, which is equal to the square of the side A. See, I draw a rough diagram. You used to draw, scale and draw it. Okay. Okay. So see here, this is a square equals to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The sum of the squares of the other two sides. A square equals to b square plus c square. A square equals to b square plus c square. That is the area of the hypotenuse square. Area of the hypotenuse equals to the sum of the area of the adjacent side plus opposite side. Okay, that we can say it is a square equals to b square plus c square. So what is Pythagoras property? Again let us see. That is in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay. Then let us move on to the another problem. Okay, it is given example. Okay, so let us see one example. Determine whether the triangle whose lengths of sides are 3 cm, 4 cm, 5 cm is a right angle triangle. Okay, based on Pythagoras property, let us check the given measurements is a right angle triangle or not. Okay, so here see, that is example 5. Okay, that is determine the triangle whose lengths of sides are 3 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm is given. So determine these given sides are right angle or not. Okay, let us check by the Pythagoras property. By the Pythagoras property, we want to square these given measurements. So we should square means 3 square. 3 square is 9. How to write? 3 square is 3 into 3. That is equals to 9. 3 3s are 9. And then 4 centimeter, 4 square. So 4 square is 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16. So you should learn children square numbers first. Okay. So 5 square is 5 into 5. That is equals to 25. Now let us check. 25 is the greater number. Okay, we should take that it as hypotenuse. So 25 equals to 16 plus 9. Okay, so 25 equals to 16 plus 9, 25. So this is a right angle. Okay, that is the square of the hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay, square of the hypotenuse equals to square of the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So the given measurements is formed it as a right angle triangle. Understood children? Here they ask determine whether the given measurements are formed a right angle or not. Okay, here we found out by the Pythagoras property the given measurements we can form a right angle triangle. Okay children. So next example 6 it is given. Okay, so for example 6, triangle ABC is a right angle at C. Okay. Triangle ABC. See, ABC is right angle at C. It is given. Triangle ABC is right angle at C. If AC equals to 5 cm and BC equals to 12 cm. Okay. Find the length of AB. We want to find out the length of AB by Pythagoras property. Here we want to use Pythagoras property. By Pythagoras property. What is Pythagoras property? AB square, that is hypotenuse square equals to sum of the other two sides. So that is AB square equals to AC square plus BC square. Okay. So we want to find out the AB. So we know the side AC is 5 cm, that is 5 square, and BC is 12 cm, 12 square. That is 5 square is 5 square, 25. Plus 12 square 144. Okay, now we have 25 plus 144 169. 169. This we want to square it. 169. 13 square is 169. 13 square 169. 3 3s are 9. So let us check. 13 into 13. So the 3 3s are 9. 3 1s are 3 plus 3 ones are 3 and 1. Okay. See 9, 6, 1. So you should learn the square numbers, children, from 2 to 25. It's must and should. Okay. It's must and should. You should learn the square numbers. Okay. So when you can know the square numbers, you can do it. This sums very easily. Okay, children. See, that is AB equals to AB square equals to 169. Okay, squaring on both sides. While squaring on both sides, AB square equals to 13 square. So, squaring on both sides, we can get the cancellation of the squares. Okay, while cancelling of squares, we get AB equals to 13 centimeter. This is right, children. We found out AB. So, AB measurement is 13 centimeter. Okay, so square numbers is very important. After seeing this video, after watching this video, you should learn, you must and should learn square numbers from 2 to 25. Okay, children? Okay. So then move on to exercise problem. Let us see one exercise problem. Okay. See, ABC is a right angle at C. If AB equals to 25 centimeter, AC equals to 7 centimeter, find BC. As the same sum it is given. Okay, but here it is given as that is ABC. Okay, right angle at C same and AC 7 centimeter, AC 7 centimeter and AB is 25 centimeter it is given. Okay, and BC we want to find. Okay, see same Pythagoras property and we are using the hypotenuse square equal to adjacent side square plus opposite side square, that is square of the other two sides. Okay, sum of the square of the other two sides. AB square is equals to 25 centimeter. This is equals to AC. See, listen. AB square is 25 square. Okay, plus AC square 7 square plus BC square we want to find out. So we should write it as BC square as it is. Okay, so we should interchange this LHS and RHS. So 7 square is 49 plus BC square is equals to 25 square. We should multiply it. So you know the square number, it is easy to write. Or otherwise you should multiply this. So 25, 5 5s are 25. Again, so balance 2. 5 2s are 10, 12 plus 5 2s are 10, balance 2. Sorry, 5 2s are 10, balance 1, 2 2s are 4, 5. Okay, say 5, 2, 6. So 625 is the 25 square value. So 625. Okay, see here BC square equals to 625 minus, we are transposing this 45 to that side. So 49. So BC square equals to 625 minus 49. Okay, so that is 625 minus 49. So we get 15, 6, 11. So here 7, 576. Okay, here we have 576. The square number is the square number is so here we have 625 minus 49, we have 576. Okay, that is BC square equals to 576. BC square equals to 576. We can write the square number for this. Okay, so children, you should learn the square numbers. So BC square equals to 576. 24 square we can get 576. So BC equals to 24 centimeter. BC equals to 24 centimeter. Okay, children. Okay, so doing your own the exercise problems and example problems in your rough notebook. I will send you through WhatsApp the notes. Okay, cross check your answer.